welcome to my WrestleMania 41 predictions. And we're going to start off with night 1. Up first we have the War Raiders versus the New Day. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods for the world title. They had the big heel turn, they turned on Big E. It's about time they need the titles. I don't feel like the War Raiders are really doing anything with the titles. I feel like, yeah, the New Day should win this one. I'm going to go with a New Day win here. Then we have Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. Ray probably winning. Probably unmasking El Grande, and it turns out it's Hulk Hogan or something. I don't know. That'd be good, wouldn't it? But I think, yeah, babyface. It's WrestleMania. The babyfaces win at WrestleMania. Rey Mysterio wins at WrestleMania. I'm gonna say Rey Mysterio wins here. Maybe it ends up continuing the feud into a mask versus mask feud at some point, SummerSlam maybe. But I'm gonna say Rey wins this first match here, and then El Grande will win the second match, and then it'll lead to a third match as mask versus match. So I'm gonna go Rey Mysterio wins. Then we have Jade Cargill versus Naomi. I think this is probably the match I am most confident about of the entire card. I think Jade Cargill is going to bury, murder, squash Naomi. I'm sorry, Naomi. I think your heel character has been great, but I think Jade's going to kill you. I'm just going to be honest. Then we have LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu for the US title. I think it's Jacob's time. I love you, Jacob Fatu, the new US champion. Yeah. Then we have what I think is probably going to open the show: Gunther versus Jey Uso. Yeet. I would love to see Gunther retain, but I think Jay's winning here. Probably with a little bit of help from a returning Jimmy Uso. I think Jay's going to win here, and it's going to be Utomania. I think he deserves it. Shame is at Gunther's expense, and I feel like Gunther's title reign could have been more. They could have put more into it, but I think Jay's winning here. Then we have Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair for the Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair wins, lol. Like, Charlotte Flair wins. Sadly. Then we have the main event of night 1. Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. The winner gets to marry Paul Heyman or something like that. It's the Shield triple threat match, but Jon Moxley's busy screwing up AEW, so we put CM Punk in his place. It's CM Punk's main event, which is not really the main event, even though it is. This is main event of a night 2 of a 4-night extravaganza or whatever he said. Yeah, but in reality, this is the match of 3 guys. They couldn't get on the card, and they just went, let's just stick them together. That seems what this is. It doesn't really seem to have much going for it. They've tried to make more into it than it is with the favour and all that. I don't know. It doesn't really matter who wins this. I'm thinking Punk. I'm going to go with Punk winning this one. I actually don't know who's winning this one. I think it might be Punk. Everyone thinks Seth Rollins is going to end up leaving with Paul Heyman, which is possible. Roman Reigns always wins, so that's also a possibility, but I'm going to go with CM Punk built into maybe a John Cena CM Punk feud going forward. So I'm going to go with CM Punk winning this one. And that is night 1 complete. Now it's time for night dose. Night 2. At first we have AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. I'm hoping AJ wins. That's basically it. I'm just going to go with I'm hoping and praying that AJ wins this one. He deserves it. Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest in a Sin City street fight. I think you could have it so Damian always has Drew's number, but I think it'd be good to have Drew winning this one. I think we just have Drew winning. I want Drew to win. Again, I want him to be built up as a contender for the world titles. Maybe facing the winner of Cody versus John Cena at Backlash, or facing the winner of Jey Uso versus Gunther. I mean, I think Drew McIntyre as a number 1 contender for either of those titles works for me. So I think him having a big win over Damian Priest at WrestleMania would be good for him. So I'm going to say Drew McIntyre. Then we have the women's tag titles. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria for the women's titles. I think it's going to be a Judgment Day retention. Liv and Raquel going to win here, and I think this is going to lead to Bayley and Lyra having some kind of clash and build into a singles match between those two, probably for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Then we have a fatal four-way for the Intercontinental Championship. Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Finn Balor versus Dominic Dirty Boy Mysterio. I don't know why I said Dirty Boy. Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. I think Dominic's winning this one. I think he's gonna get like a sneaky roll up, or Finn Balor's gonna go for a coup de grace or someone, and then he's gonna throw Finn Balor out and pin the person, or Braun Breaker's gonna spear someone, and then he's gonna throw Braun Breaker out and pin him. I think Dominic's gonna cheat to win here. He's gonna be a sneaky little boy, and he's gonna sneak and win this one. And I would absolutely adore if that happens. I want that to happen so much. I think Dominic's winning. Then we have Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley for the women's world title. Io Sky should win here. The whole point of the storyline is that they keep overlooking Io Sky. That being said, I think Bianca's winning. They're going to keep this WrestleMania streak going. They're building it up as the next Undertaker streak. It feels like I don't think they'll ever get to 21 and 0. I don't think they'll ever get to that kind of level of streak. But she's undefeated at WrestleMania, even though she did lose a Battle Royal, so she's not really undefeated at WrestleMania. But I think they want to keep this undefeated streak going with Bianca Belair, so I think Bianca Belair is going to win here, and then they'll build to a singles match between Bianca and Rhea Ripley next WrestleMania. Or Bianca versus Jade Cargill next year at WrestleMania. Yeah, she's winning, I think. And then is our main event of the evening. Cody Rhodes versus Jonathan Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship. I'm been back and forth on this one. I think it makes most sense for Cena to win and break the record. There's WrestleMania, and then he has a bit of a run with the title. So I'm going to go with Cena. I could see Cody retaining, though, and then they build it up to John Cena getting redemption, becoming a good guy again, and then winning a title. I can see that happening. But I'm going to say Cena wins. Lol, Cena wins. That takes me back. And that is the WrestleMania card for the day. I think we might still get a SmackDown Tag title match that hasn't been announced yet. Probably, maybe DIY will get the title backs, or Street Profits. And I think Randy Orton versus mystery opponent, ? Could be anyone. Nick Aldis, Solo Sikoa. Could be like a returning Aleister Black or Rusev or something. I don't know. But I think no matter who it is, probably Randy Orton's retaining. Randy Orton's winning because it's Randy Orton. So, yeah, maybe a returning person versus Randy Orton. Randy Orton's probably going to win, but we'll see. That being said, that is my predictions for WrestleMania Nights 1 and 2. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Who do you think's winning what? And until next time, too sweet. Ladies, guys.
Accountable wrestling, hit the bell, join the thrash. Smash that subscribe, feel the growl. Potato throw, run.